they line up and come down for 4 laps to go under the caution. Let's revisit. Caution car is off. It'll be 4 laps to go. 1 Pontiac against 5 Fords behind them, and the Fords are looking for revenge. Bill Elliott nearly had a 3rd win in 1997, and 6 laps to go. The 3 Rick Hendrick Chevrolets ganged up on him and passed him for the win. Will the Fords get their revenge on General Motors in these 4 laps?
Tighten your seatbelt. I always did that. This is bare knuckle now. Throw the gloves away.
Here's Jarrett trying to go high. Benson went high. Here's Jarrett trying to go low. Benson comes back down to the inside, but Jarrett gets on the inside of it.
Oh, he's going to drop back. Here comes Jeff Burton also by on the inside. Benson tries to hold him off, but Bill Elliott is coming with the 3 on the inside.
Well, you got the Ford lane, you got the Pontiac lane.
Oh, too bad for Johnny Benson. No defense there.
Here comes Rusty Wallace to take the spot away. Mark Martin's ganging up on him, and Bobby Labonte also moving in here.
Labonte also coming low as Benson gets clotheslined, hung out to dry outside the draft. He finally finds a spot there at 7th.
No, he's still caught out there right by himself, and he's dropping back like rain through a drain.
Well, 3 wide going into the first turn, but cars back in there trying to pick up positions.
And just 3 laps to go. The strongest Ford here all week has been Dale Jarrett, the defending Winston Cup champ. He got in a practice crash yesterday afternoon, sustained damage. Is that still the best Ford here? We are 7 miles from finding out.
Well, he's got some awful good cars behind him. He's going to have to use everything he knows about being a 2-time winner to pull this off, because Jeff Burton has already proved that he can pass Bill Elliott, one of the fastest cars.
Trouble, car in the wall. Turn 4, 1 car comes sliding down the track. In the wall, it's Spencer, Jimmy Spencer. Caution is out. Did the leaders get the caution?
Yes, they did. They did get the caution when they came back. And chances are this will be the race, because they would then scheduled to get the white flag the next time back.
I'll tell you how it feels when he crosses that start-finish line. It's an awesome feeling. The guys done a great job again. You know, I mean, they fought so hard. Robert Yates' engine department, you know, I can't believe it yet.
Whether it's at 190 miles an hour or 70.
I love Daytona.
And Dale Jarrett loves Daytona. He's a champion of this race for the 3rd time.
Oh, man. I didn't have any idea TV was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be a lot of easy work, fun. This is hard work.
Well, it was until about 30 laps ago. 5 laps to go.
Leading the Daytona 500 with 5 laps to go.
Look at Sterling below the apron going into turn 1. Ducks back in the line just in time to get there.
He went with him. Schrader got kicked back to 6th place.
Let me tell you, that's the best thing that Mikey's got going for him is those 2 cars behind him. You got to pass 2 cars to get to him. And those guys are smart enough to know Dale Jr. and Dale Sr., they cannot pull out.
Darrell Waltrip won this race in '89 after 17 years of trying. He and Earnhardt perhaps best know of everyone here the frustration that builds when you've tried so long and so hard to win one Winston Cup race, let alone the biggest of them all.
Junebug's getting a little antsy there, but they're getting heat from the back. Sterling's all over Dale Sr. Dale Sr. is trying to keep him back so they can't get to the 2 team cars in the front. This is a chess match at high speed.
4 laps to go. Single file around lap traffic.
Man, those guys didn't need to be there. They should have got down out of the way.
Michael Waltrip leads that snake down the back straightaway.
I know he's a nervous wreck. Well, maybe he isn't. He's probably as cool as a cucumber. I'm the one who's nervous. Come on, buddy.
He finished 5th in the 599. This is his 15th try.
He thought he was going to win that one, and he just got shuffled out right at the end.
Whoa! Look at Earnhardt. Sterling got into Earnhardt.
Dale is doing everything he can to keep Sterling behind him, because Dale knows that Sterling's got a fast car.
Here comes Schrader on the outside that yellow car. Remember, Schrader's not won in 10 years.
He's got the help there, Bobby Hamilton in the 55. Michael wants to see these guys just all over each other behind him. The more they do that, the more leadway it gives him.
Yeah, they're not going to ever make it up on the outside, I don't believe. They can get a run on him, and they can get up there to him, but I don't believe they can pass him.
Every driver dreams of winning the Daytona 500. Michael Waltrip dreams just of winning this race, any race, to break that big 0 for streak, 0 for 462.
I don't know if I can stand this or not. Come on, buddy. You got 2 to go. Come on, don't give up now.
Outside of 3.
Just stay under him, Dale Jr. Just stay under him, buddy.
2 to go, bud. 2 to go.
Out of the way.
The calm voice of the spotter.
Look at
Chuck
Dale.
Joyce reassuring Michael Waltrip.
Dale has done. Sterling has beat the front end off that old Dodge trying to get around Dale.
Sterling, is there room between Earnhardt and Schrader? Yes, he gets to the outside. Then drops back in line.
All right, here we go now. This is when it's going to get tense, boys. This is when we're going to find out. We're coming around for the white flag.
4 Chevys, a Pontiac, a Ford, and a Dodge to fight it out 3 miles to the finish of the Daytona 500.
If he can survive this run, he'll be okay. Nobody's doing anything. They're all holding in.
Go get him.
Come on, buddy. 1 to go.
The last lap.
1 to go, buddy. Keep it low, Mikey. Keep it low. Don't let them under you. Make that back straightaway wide, buddy. Get all over the place. Don't let them run up on you. Come on, man. Come on now. Watch the mirror. Watch it. He's going to make a run inside. Block him. Block him. That'll, boy.
3 wide behind them.
You got him, Mikey. You got him, man. You got him. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Come on. Get him in the fold. Man, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Mikey.
Michael Waltrip wins.
All right.
Look at how far back from the pace car Ward Burton is hanging.
And look how far Elliott Sadler is hanging behind Jeffrey Bodine, all trying to time it right to get that run. That straight run that allowed him to go by.
3 laps to settle the Daytona 500.
Well, it looks like they got a run on him.
Look at the blocking going on back in the pack.
And look, somebody's got a great run on the outside.
Ryan Newman, the youngster from Indiana in the 12 car.
And this is exactly what Ward Burton needed. He needs those Fords to get side by side, and it's working to perfection for him.
Johnny Benson in the 10 car up high trying to follow Newman. Jeff Gordon and Marlin not in the picture yet.
Got to be careful though, BP, when this group catches them.
Here comes Dale Jarrett up behind Jeffrey Bodine in the 88 car.
And Elliott Sadler's moved into that second spot, right on the back bumper of Ward Burton.
The first 2 have never won the 500. The second 2 have won it 4 times between them. 2 laps to go as they come to the start-finish line. Marlin has caught the pack. Jeff Gordon is back from it. Check that. That's Craven. Gordon has caught the pack too.
I think Ward Burton has his car up to speed now. I think he's going to be okay.
I think you're right, BP. These guys aren't close enough and lined up enough to make a move on Ward Burton.
Nowhere to go to block.
The spotter telling him where to go to block those guys.
The traffic mixing and shuffling behind him. But Sadler and Jeff Bodine not able to mount a charge yet. Everyone on their feet at Daytona, some 170,000. As South Boston, Virginia's Ward Burton comes to the line. White flag, final lap. Here comes Dale Jarrett looking outside for third. Can't get it done. Whoa! He bounces off Mark Martin. Jarrett is crashing in the final lap. Everybody gets by him okay. Elliott Sadler in the 21, the Wood Brothers car. Left to try and chase Ward Burton to the checkered flag.
And if Elliott Sadler was shaking, finishing third in the Pepsi 400, just imagine what that young man is going through now, about to finish second in the Daytona 500.
About ready to faint.
I'm telling you.
8th 2 times is his best previous finish in the 500. Now in his 8th try at the Great American Race, it's going to be Ward Burton driving his Dodge to victory lane. Checkered flag is up, and Ward Burton is going to win the 44th Daytona 500.
Well, you know where they came from? They've been riding around back there because they didn't have to show their hand. Now the show's about to come to an end, and they're up there in the hunt.
96 laps to go. If it does not rain, pace car is in. Jimmy Johnson, starting his sophomore season from El Cajon, California, leads them down for the restart.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., the 8 car, remember, 2 laps down after having that battery problem. He would love to clear Jimmy Johnson to take the lead of this race and get one of those laps back. Well, should the caution come out.
See right here, he's going to pull Michael by Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's hung out to dry. Cakes all dough for Jimmy.
Yeah, because Kurt Busch in the 97, he's in second place right now. They're just going to keep drop kicking Jimmy Johnson to the back.
And Johnson had no choice. By the rules, he had to start in the outside lane.
And did you see the move Mark Martin made from the top to the bottom to hang on to his teammate Kurt Busch, Mark in the 6 car? He's looking a little racy here past that.
We're going to see what all these guys have got now. There's no holds barred now, baby. You let it all hang out. Let the rough side drag. Does it pay to have a teammate? You darn right it does, even when he's 2 laps down. Oh, trouble down here.
I think that's Ward Burton.
Rowdy goes right in front of all these cars. Everybody going to miss him?
Yes.
Oh, he hits the outside wall hard again. Caution is out.
Oh, my.
What do you say, Darrell, all the time?
Cautions breed caution.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. The rain has persisted. It's going to continue through the night. The race has been called, and Michael Waltrip is a 2-time champion of the Daytona 500.
5 to go when they come to the start-finish line.
That's frustrating for the guys behind Junior, and he's so antsy right now. He wants this thing to be over.
The 97's kind of dropped back, so watch for him hanging back.
And Tony's like, come on, he's waving. Let's go, come on, let's go. We need some help. What's he saying, Dave?
Well, I can't confirm that strategy that you'd mentioned about falling back, but I can confirm that Tony on his own was doing everything that he could. He radioed in, he said, guys, that is all I've got. I'm giving all I can. That was when he was running alone.
It's got to be frustrating for Stewart to track that 8-car lap after lap, hoping it bobbles, and so far,
yeah,
he just can't see it.
Junior's not going to bobble. I mean, he just needs, what he has to have is help, and he doesn't have those guys close enough to do it. And Junior, on the other hand, he's going, yeah, get that 97 out of that pack. He wants to see that car as far back from the 20 as possible, Tony Stewart, because he knows that 97 of Kurt Busch is not on the tail of Tony Stewart. Tony can't do anything with him.
The teams have done all they can for their driver now, barring a caution flag, and even if a caution flag, these guys aren't coming to pit road. It's all up to the man behind the wheel. There are the Uries. Tony Eury Sr. on the left, Tony Eury Jr. on the right. Tony Eury Sr. working with Dale Earnhardt for so many years. And there's Joe Gibbs watching his driver, Tony Stewart, try to earn the Joe Gibbs Racing Organization a second Daytona 500 trophy.
When Dale Earnhardt's children
back to him a little bit.
wanted to go racing, that was Dale Jr., Kerry, and Kelly, the daughter. He turned them over to Tony Eury Sr. I said, okay, here you go. Here's my kids. Take them racing. See which one has some talent. And obviously, he has proven, Dale Jr. has proven to have some great talent.
Kurt Busch, Scott Wimmer, and the lap car of Kyle Petty.
And that's not to say that Kerry doesn't have talent as well.
Junior has certainly demonstrated himself to be a top-notch driver.
Yes, he has.
And he's trying to win NASCAR racing's biggest prize, the Daytona 500. He'll be 5 miles away when he comes to the start-finish line this time. Afternoon sun beginning to cast long shadows over the Daytona International Speedway. And now just 2 laps remaining in this race.
Stewart just can't get to him. Kurt Busch dropped back about 3 or 4 car lengths there. No help to the 20 car of Tony Stewart.
But remember, we think back to what happened to Bill Elliott at Homestead.
Dale Earnhardt Sr. here.
And his father in 1990 on the last lap about right here.
Yeah. Fuel, Junior?
Cut a tire.
You're perfect. Not a problem at all. We've been stopping short for him all day.
And lost the race.
They asked me about fuel. And Tony Eury said, you're perfect. We've been stopping early because Tony Stewart had a problem with fuel.
Fans come to their feet as Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart take the white flag. We're in the final lap of the Daytona 500. Jr. took the lead from Tony Stewart with 19 laps to go after he trailed Stewart's orange Chevrolet for much of the central part of the race. Now he's got to hang on for 3/4 of a lap to earn a victory in the sport's biggest event. Stewart not close enough to make a move yet. It's all going to come down to whether Earnhardt has a bobble or a problem in this final third of a lap.
Yeah, you can't get emotional yet because you've got to get off turn 4 and back to the start-finish line.
And you can see it now.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
Got it.
They will make one attempt at a green-white checker finish. If the caution comes out, the race is over. This is it. This is the Daytona 500 right here.
And you saw Junior jump to the outside of what I thought was a pretty fast race car down there, Tony Stewart. And that can really, if he gets up on the outside of Jeff Gordon, we got a race on our hands. So this is going to come, they're going to come from everywhere.
Gordon's on the gas, green flag, 2 laps to settle it.
They got that fast restart. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes to the bottom, slams the door on Jimmy Johnson in the 48. Looks like Johnson's going to get kicked to the high side, though, by Kurt Busch in the 97.
Stewart is locked in the 20, nowhere to go. It's Junior and Gordon.
Gordon's not going to give up that yellow line, you can bet that.
8 car with you, 2 car gap, that's 2 by 2.
Now Junior's got help. Kurt Busch. No, Busch slices to the outside. He wants to win the 500.
Coming outside.
He gives Jeff Gordon a push going off into turn 3.
Kurt Busch, the Nextel Cup champion, fights his way to second.
The good thing he can't get any closer than that, because I believe he would have probably given Gordon a big shot up the hill.
Here they come, boys. White flag. 1 to go.
Scott Riggs to fourth. Stewart looks to go 3 wide. Thinks better of it. He is trapped behind Jimmy Johnson.
Boy, that 97 car of Kurt Busch is a fast piece of equipment right there. He's got to look.
He's the only Ford in the front 5. What can he do?
Look at Scott Riggs in that 10 car. He's trying to get him a top 5 finish in this Daytona 500. And there's Jimmy Johnson on the 48 on the outside, Darrell.
Somebody needs to get up there and go with him, but I don't know if Tony Stewart can run the outside or not. He hadn't all day.
Busch to the outside. Gordon slams the door into turn 3.
6 cars have a chance to win it. Jeff Gordon's going to lead him into turn 4. They're 1 mile from home.
Tony Stewart just slid up the racetrack. He and Jimmy Johnson are going to make contact.
3 wide. They're bouncing off each other.
Jeff Gordon's going to win his 3rd Daytona 500. Kurt Busch, Dale Jr., and Scott Riggs completes a dream week with a...
This race starts the season. You win it, it makes your season. The Daytona 500. Jimmy Johnson looking for his first win here and beginning pursuit of the championship chase.
The first 4 cars.
Checkered, watch the 48. You know what he did at halfway. So.
Has never won the Daytona 500. Earnhardt in 5th has. But he wants it just as badly as those 4.
Get ready. Green flag.
2 laps to go.
It's like Elliott Sadler, the 38 and Junior, might have laid back to get a run, but did they lay back too much?
Yeah, we saw that the last time, BP, so they're out of time. Hopefully it'll work for them this time. It looks like they got a little bit better run than the last restart, and they've got a lot more cars lined up behind them in the front 3.
The rookie Clint Boyer in the 07 behind Earnhardt. They're going to catch the front 3. Lap and a half to go.
Oh, yeah, they've got a big run, especially Elliott Sadler. If he times this right, he can make a pass.
Everybody's lined up.
But they're lined up. Somebody's got to make a move. It's going to happen.
Off of turn 4. At the line this time, the white flag. 1 lap to go at Daytona.
It's Junior that's making the move. He didn't want to do it, he said, but he's going to the outside.
Got to. It's a Daytona 500.
He's got to try, at least try to win.
Meanwhile, Ryan Newman looked both sides of Johnson, nowhere to go. Stays in line.
This is what Johnson wants to see in his mirror, though. He wants to see those guys behind him, side by side.
Casey Mears runs 3rd.
Junior's losing positions as he tries to get on the outside. Tony Stewart has moved into 5th, 6th.
Here goes Ryan Newman. He's going to try the high side. Which way will Mears go? will hose this 12-car Ryan Newman.
Keep pedaling it, man. Keep pedaling.
That's a
clear by 4.
That's exactly crash behind him. Crash behind him. The caution is out. The race is over. Jimmie Johnson has won the Daytona 500.
You are my hero.
These teams, this is the 2 laps these guys have been working for all winter long and for months even before the 2006 season ended.
When the green flag waves, the race is on. If the caution waves, it's over. If they complete the 2 laps, it's over. Martin, Busch, Biffle, Gilliland, Sadler, green flag.
I don't believe he can wait very long, Larry. I believe if you're going to make the move, you got to make it quick. I don't think you can wait too long. If they're going to get him, they need to jump to the outside right away.
Watch your bottom there.
You know he's not going to give up the bottom, so you got to go to the outside.
Still.
And look at the outside line. Jeff Gordon in that 24 car with his teammate Casey Mears, but Casey leaves him out there.
Now, 1 back. All single file behind you. He's coming hard, about half back now.
Now, when these guys on the outside, when they get side by side with these other cars, they're done. We're coming to the white flag.
It's up to the 5 of Kyle Busch. How long can he wait if he's going to go?
Still single file.
White flag, 1 lap to go.
Coming to the white, man. Coming to the white. Single file behind you. 5,
Front
16,
4,
38.
single file.
Here they go. They got to go. They got to get Mark. They got to move him somehow.
He gets back to that yellow line right around the bottom, all the way through turn 1 and 2.
Mark Martin is driving the race of his life, and there's nobody that's better at holding people off at Daytona.
And Kyle Busch lagged back a little bit. Is he going to get help? Is he going to come? He's looking.
Back behind you.
He almost squeezed Harvick into the wall, and here comes Harvick, the 29 with Matt Kenseth.
Oh, Mark got loose. Mark got loose.
And Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line.
Big crash. Here they come. Checkered flag. Harvick. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
We got one car on his roof coming across the start-finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Jeff Gordon's wrecked.
And they are still wrecking.
Montoya, Stremme, Kenseth, Biffle, Marlin, Carl Edwards, Casey Mears all crashed on the final lap.
They were real calm, and they had a plan, and I think they'll stick to it.
Yeah, I want to see that plan in the end. Every man for himself.
Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch told me earlier this week they will work together until 1 lap to go.
Tony Stewart tried to time the start there. Kyle Busch almost flirts with that out-of-bounds line. That yellow line is out of bounds. We'll see what happens here. Jeff Burton's in the middle with no help.
And Dale Jr. hooks up with the man who's been fastest here all day, Kyle Busch. Stewart's got help from Ryan Newman.
And how about Kurt Busch in that 2 car? Roger Penske has never had a 1-2 finish in a Sprint Cup race.
And he's never won at Daytona in this series.
I guess we're clean on the 18. I was a little bit worried about that pass he tried to make.
Well, he gave all those positions back, Darrell. Anything that he might have gained, he has backed off and given back. So now he's okay for these 2 laps to go.
And then how about these suspects at the front of the field right here? No surprise, Tony Stewart. But look at Ryan Newman and Kurt Busch.
And how about Reed Sorensen in that 41 car? 2 laps to go.
But it's not over. So
by no means.
Yeah, don't cash the check yet.
This is Tony Stewart's 10th Daytona 500, and already people are lining up saying, are you ever going to win it? Can tonight be the night?
What's going to be interesting, watch the high line. Remember a year ago, Kevin Harvick on the high side. Watch that high line.
Boy, nobody really wants to go with the 18 right here. They all seem to be working against him, but if he can ever get there, look out.
A little push from Newman and help coming. That's Kyle Busch trying to get to Stewart. 2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas for the win.
Strap down the big TV. She's going to go for a ride.
Here we come. White flag. Bail lap. 1 to go.
Stewart's got a great car, no question about that. It's just a matter of if Kurt can get a little help.
And Ryan jumped to the high side. Tony Stewart blocks him. Here comes Kyle Busch on the bottom.
Toyota drag race down the back. Toyota drag race.
Teammates. Newman was trying to get help from the other blue Dodge. Now he's got it. Toyota on the inside lane. Dodge on the outside lane. Who's going to win it?
It's going to come all the way to the wire. Here they go into turn 3.
Teammates working together. 2018, 212. 12 is going to win this race. I don't believe they can catch him back to the line.
He's going to have to make it wide.
Baby.
He's going to have to make it wide.
It's the Boilermaker, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, Roger Penske win the Daytona 500.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Roger Penske's first restrictor plate win and his first 1-2 finish.
And done it in style, man. 1-2.
Richard Petty Motorsports. A part owner, the 7-time winner of the race, Richard Petty. The majority owner, George Gillette. And was that Tom Cruise? After driving the pace car up on the pit box.
Up in Jeff Gordon's pits.
George Gillette, the majority owner of the lead car, spent the Saturday nights of his college career, of his college years, in the grandstand at the quarter-mile Riverside Park Speedway in Agawam, Mass. He's a lifelong lover of this sport, and right now his car with Emporia, Virginia's Elliott Sadler leads Matt Kenseth, Reed Sorensen in another Petty car, A.J. Allmendinger in yet another, and Tony Stewart.
But what's great about Elliott Sadler leading this race with 58 laps to go, he was basically told in late December he would not be driving this 19 car in 2009. They worked through some things. They got back together. He was back in the car by mid-January, and here he is leading the Daytona 500.
Again, I just want to comment to congratulate that crew chief down there for that little lecture he gave to Elliott. You drive that car, we can win this race. We heard the same thing from Steve Letarte to Jeff Gordon. Look, we know we got a little tire issue here, but we got to run this thing like it's the last run.
30 cars on the lead lap, and most of those 30 crew chiefs have just told their drivers, we can win this race.
And you know a car Darrell and I have been watching, and we were both talking during a commercial break. What is wrong with the 55 car, Michael Waltrip? And lo and behold here, 57 laps to go. The 2-time Daytona 500 winner, he is showing up in the top 10 in the 9th spot.
You know, last time he won the 500, I think it rained. I think it rained shortened it.
2003.
Yeah.
Won it in 2001, our first race with NASCAR on Fox.
Tom Cruise is sitting down there. He says, man, I thought they only did this kind of racing in Days of Thunder. I didn't know they did it for real.
Cruise was introduced to the sport by one of his co-stars, Paul Newman, and like Newman, went racing sports cars, had a good time at it. And he said, then he came to Daytona with Rick Hendrick and said, I want to make a movie about this. And of course he did.
Now we just saw Jimmy Johnson in the 48 car stuck in the middle there. Now what the battle he's going up against right now is with Sam Hornish Jr. trying to be that first car a lap down.
Boy, the 43 and the 17. Whoopee.
Boy, Kevin Harvick got aggressive there to gain himself some racing room. And here comes Harv, the winner 2 years ago, up into 3rd place.
The man that started back in 38th position. This is a backup car, but it's a car that's been the victory lane here during Speed Weeks. Won the Budweiser shootout with that very car.
Elliott Sadler is challenged for the lead by Matt Kenseth and Kevin Harvick.
I believe these guys put a big old clock on their dash, and they wind her up, and it's supposed to hit midnight about the end of the race.
Now, if Matt Kenseth can bring them all the way back around and lead a lap. Oh, here we go.
There he goes.
Almirola goes off the nose of Casey Kane.
Hang on to her, brother.
Your brake. Brake there.
Man, it gets crowded back there. Goodness.
Caution's out.
Darrell, I think you were right.
There,
I think somebody's glass slipper broke.
All right, the race has officially been declared final. It is over. So Matt Kenseth, Jack Roush, there is your Daytona 500 winner in the 51st running of the Great American Race, the 2009 champ. Matt Kenseth in a backup car, slipping through for the lead, and now the victory in the rain-shortened Daytona 500. And our Steve Burns is down there. Steve?